Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover the juicy secrets hidden in plain sight within company filings. Today, we've got a fresh batch of news from ExlService Holdings Incorporated. And let me tell you, it is not all rainbows and sunshine. We're diving into a report that mixes new leadership with a hint of something we need to watch closely. We're going to break down who is new on the team, what it might mean, and then we'll peek under the hood at some important numbers that tell the real story. Stick around, because understanding these corporate moves can give you a serious edge. And hey, if you like getting these kinds of straight-talk insights,
make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell. Also, we've got a fantastic Discord community brewing where we chat about these filings and more. Link is in the description below.
So our story kicks off on the 15th of October of 2025. This is the day when some important decisions were made that are now being shared with all of us.
The company we're looking at today is ExlService Holdings Incorporated. This is a company that provides a range of services, often to other businesses, helping them with things like analytics, insurance, and technology. Think of them as the wizards behind the curtain making complex operations run smoother.
Now, this part tells us where they are incorporated and gives us some identification numbers. Delaware is a popular spot for companies to set up shop, and these other numbers are like their official government ID tags. Not the most exciting but important background stuff.
And here is their main phone number, just in case you ever needed to reach out directly, though we are not going to focus on that today.
Let's look at how their stock is traded. You can find ExlService Holdings Incorporated on NASDAQ under the ticker symbol XLS. This means if you are looking to invest or just follow their stock performance, NASDAQ is the place to watch. Now we get to one of the main events in this filing. This section talks about changes in the company's leadership. When a company's board of directors or key officers change, it is a big deal. It can signal a shift in strategy or a response to performance issues. Specifically, this report announces the election of Patrick Jarity as a new director to the board. This happened on the 15th of October, 2025. Think of a director as someone who helps guide the company's overall direction, making sure it is run responsibly and in the best interest of its shareholders. It is important to note that Mr. Jarity is considered an independent director. This means he doesn't have any direct business ties or financial stakes with the company outside of his role as a director. This independence is a good thing, as it suggests he can offer unbiased advice and oversight.
He'll also be serving on the Audit Committee and the Nominating and Governance Committee, which are crucial for financial oversight and board appointments, respectively. The company reassures us that there are no secrets or special deals behind his selection, and he will be paid like other non-employee directors.
As outlined in their previous reports, this part of the filing is kind of like a catch-all for significant news that doesn't fit neatly into other categories. Here, they're telling us that they've included a press release that goes into more detail about Mr. Jarity's appointment. When they say incorporated by reference, it means that document is officially part of this filing, even if it is physically attached as an exhibit. Finally, we reach the section detailing the exhibits. These are supporting documents that are being filed along with the main report.
This exhibit number 99.1 is the press release we just talked about. Interesting here is that the filing date is the 20th of October, 2025, but the press release itself is also dated the 20th of October, 2025. This might mean the filing is happening on the same day the press release is issued,
which is often the case for important announcements that need to be disclosed quickly. And Exhibit 104 is related to something called interactive data files, which helps make financial information more accessible and analyzable for investors and regulators electronically. This is the formal signatures section of the report. It is where the company officially attests that the information provided is true and accurate to the best of their knowledge. The report is signed on the 20th of October, 2025, which aligns with the press release date we saw earlier. And it is signed by Ajay Ayyappan, who holds a pretty key role as Executive Vice President, General Counsel, and Corporate Secretary. This tells us he is a top legal mind in the company, responsible for ensuring all these filings and legal matters are handled correctly. Now, let's talk about what it all means. The addition of Mr. Jarity to the board is generally a positive sign. Having independent directors adds a layer of accountability and can bring fresh perspectives. His involvement in the audit and nominating and governance committees suggests a focus on strong financial oversight and thoughtful board composition. However, I always like to dig a little deeper than just the press release.
While this filing focuses on a new director, it doesn't give us any financial numbers directly. We are missing the actual financial meat of the report, which is usually found in sections like Item 2.02 Results of Operations and Financial Condition, or within the detailed financial statements that would typically accompany such a filing. Especially if this were a 10Q or 10. This particular filing, Form 8K, is usually for current events that happen very unexpectedly or are material enough to warrant immediate disclosure. In this case, the appointment of a director is definitely a material event. What we often look for is how these leadership changes align with the company's financial performance. Is the company facing challenges that led to this new director, or is it trying to capitalize on new opportunities? Without the financial tables that show revenue, profit, debt, and other key performance indicators, it is hard to get the full picture of ExlService Holdings Incorporated's current health. Typically, with a filing like this that announces officer or director changes, we would expect to see it coupled with a discussion of the company's financial results. The absence of those numbers here makes this filing feel a bit incomplete from a financial analysis perspective. It is like getting a recipe but missing the ingredient list. So, while the news of Patrick Jarrety joining the board is noteworthy, we're left wanting more concrete financial data to assess its true impact. We'll need to keep an eye on future filings, particularly their quarterly reports, to see how Mr. Jarrety's fresh eyes on the board might influence or reflect the company's financial trajectory. What is my overall take? ExlService Holdings Incorporated is taking steps to strengthen its governance with the appointment of an independent director. This is a responsible move, especially for a company operating in complex industries. However, the lack of immediate financial context in this specific filing means we can't yet gauge if this move is part of a larger strategy addressing performance issues or capitalizing on exciting growth. The real story will unfold in their next financial statements. So, what's your take on this board change? Do you think new leadership always signals a big positive shift? Or do you need to see the numbers first? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe for more deep dives into the financial world. And don't forget to join our Discord community through the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode of Corporate Decoder.